Hey guys, I'm coming live today doing a case study on one of my top clients who's aligned her business with her passion, and she's tripled her income and she's completely in flow. She's really adopted the practice and she's absolutely transformed her life and also the life of others through her service and contribution in her business. So I'm super excited. Today we get an in-depth interview with Annalisa so we can actually hear her keys to success and how she's broken through and how she's generating the life of her dreams by being fully in line with her passion and also generating an amazing income from it. If you're absolutely keen to get involved and you'd like to do a clarity session with me, fill in the details below, and I've got a few spots open this week and we can definitely tune in and get that done for you. Alrighty, let's get in and let's do this interview. Ladies and gentlemen, super excited coming here from Bear Movement today, introducing Annalisa. Annalisa is one of my phenomenal clients. She's aligned her business with her passion and her purpose. She's tripled her income and she's making an amazing contribution through her products, Bear Movement, here at the Salon with the headquarters here as well. So Annalisa, welcome.
Thank you.
I'd love to let the audience know a little bit about your vision and what is Bear Movement, and I absolutely love the product, so I'd love to know more about it.
Yeah, so Bear Movement is a concept I created. I've been hairdressing 20 years this year, and about 6 years ago I started to really understand the effects that hair care and personal care products were having not only on my body and my health, but the health of my unborn baby, as well as the environment and animal welfare. So it really created a whole different journey for me. So 5.5 years ago I started going down the health journey a lot deeper than what I was already on, and then since doing Qigong with you, Ryan, that's when the whole creativity of flow just started to come through, and that's when Bear Movement was created. So essentially it's a sustainable product, it's eco-friendly, we don't condone animal testing whatsoever, everything is recyclable, it's a salon quality product, so available in my hair salon at that time last year, and then it's just grown exponentially in the last 10 months.
Wicked, yeah. Absolutely love that, cool. So this is where you are now, you know, you're living a business in line with your purpose and your passion, and you're doing phenomenally, you're making an amazing contribution. You can check out Annalisa online. This movement has just kicked off, but it's really getting traction, and I really believe once you've aligned your business with your passion, just the magic happens and lots of synchronistic moments take place, and you can people really feel that energetic and that authenticity and that genuineness behind what you do, so people love to buy into that. So it's great hearing about where you are right now. Let's go back to the beginning of the journey and tell us at the beginning of the journey when we started to work together and what's changed for you since.
So I guess it's been about 18 months, I think, since we really started to start the program together. But for me, 18 months ago, I was, I'd had my business for 9 years or 8.5 years at that time, and it was great. I had 5 staff. I thought at that time that I was exactly where I needed to be, but there was something else there. I felt like I was a little bit trapped in that. And I was traveling, I was still working and doing everything, but I just had confined my potential and had just put a lid on the box. So starting Qigong was at a time where I had just gone through a miscarriage and all this sort of stuff. So I was starting to just feel a little bit flat and not as creative as I would normally be. And Qigong just allowed me to have more specificity with my intention, more clarity. It just unlocked and unleashed the potential and showed me that there was so much more that I could be doing to contribute, because contribution is what I've always wanted to do, and I assumed that it was just by getting a job or starting a career in a small business and doing it that way, but there was so much more that was ready to be unleashed.
Yeah, absolutely awesome. Yeah, the one thing that I've noticed with Annalisa is as soon as she took on the practice and went through the 8-week program, she really came to life, and it was she really hit the ground running, and you just adopted the practice like it was, credit to you. You got an amazing outlook and good work ethic, and you're the one who generates the results. The Qigong and the 8 weeks just helps to facilitate a faster change.
Absolutely.
And align the spiritual with the practical, which is absolutely phenomenal. So tell us a bit about the 8-week journey and what you felt, because obviously the Qigong is a part of this transformational process that we go through that allows the coaching to have more impact. Otherwise, without the energy flow and unlocking some of those blocks, sometimes coaching can be a bit like, more mind. And
I've had coaching in the past, and for me, it was about aligning the spiritual side of me and the practical side of me, because everything I had done in the past was purely business focused, which is great, and I think you do need that, but it just, each time I would do it, I felt like it was really not aligning with my purpose and where I was at. So where your coaching came in, 2 weeks in, I started to really understand the theory behind it, because you were very clear about those things and how those things will allow you to tap into certain parts of the consciousness and awareness. So credit to you.
Thank you.
Because I got it, for the first time there were so many more synchronistic moments and aha moments where I was just like, this totally makes sense. I can still be spiritual, because I felt in business that I wasn't able to really be 100% in my flow and 100% myself, because you're a boss and you've got all these things that, I had created all of those things myself. So with the coaching and the Qigong, it allowed me to truly tap into, for me, my feminine essence, which I felt I had lost being in the boss mode, And so just truly tuning into my essence and living in that flow, and then the creativity just sort of came. So the coaching certainly helped to keep me on track with that, because I knew my intentions, and then you were able to sort of steer me back in that direction.
Yeah, absolutely awesome. I love that. And one of the reasons why I'm so excited about filming this interview with Annalisa is because she's just got the practice very fast, and she's been a great example of that. You can have the spiritual and the business, and you can find your purpose and create an idea and make a greater contribution to the planet. And she's doing that through her products, and it's a perfect alignment of what the coaching and the Qigong can do as a combination to generate a business that's aligned with your purpose and passion. And that's when you start to unlock the flow, right? That's when you feel, you get the momentum, everything starts to align. So my goal is to allow more entrepreneurs to be in the space that you're at, and to keep on growing and keep on making this contribution, because that excites me so much, because I feel like there's lots of amazing spiritual people out there that sometimes have a hard trouble bringing the practicality out in what they do.
And it seems, like once you do it, for me, it was like, well, how else can I contribute? Because once you truly align with yourself, you actually all of a sudden go, oh my God, I actually am doing more self-love, and I'm taking care of me. So now I can, I'm a mum, I'm a wife, I've got lots of different friendships and all that sort of stuff, and I love maintaining all of those. But if I don't fill my own cup and look after myself, which is what Qigong allowed me to do, then I can contribute more. So when you totally start tuning into yourself and loving yourself more, you go, well, I want to give back to the world. So offering refills through Bear Movement, and just that whole sustainable salon concept that I've got here at the studio, it just happens so naturally and organically. Because it's in alignment with all I do.
Totally is. Tell us a little about the salon as well, while it's on my mind, because I came in here, I come here and I get my hair cut, and I come in to see you whenever I'm in Cairns, and straight off the bat I get a kombucha. So do you want to explain a bit of the culture behind Bear Movement, not just the natural products and the contribution they're making to nature and people's health and that, but just the experience in the salon.
So for me, I felt I had really lost my love of what I do. So I've been a hairdresser for 20 years in the hair and beauty industry. So it was about tuning back in. What I actually love about my role is connection with people. So the hair and the beauty side of it has always just been a huge bonus for me. So creating this space allows me to become that holistic hairdresser that I am, because for a long time I struggled between being in the industry and being abundant and spiritual, and what the practice allowed me to do was realize that I can do both. I can have it all. So I can still really tune in and connect with my clients, offering them more education around health and wellness, and bringing your personal care products into that. So the whole experience in here is all about have that kombucha, let's sit down, let's focus on you and get you that love yourself moment and have you leaving feeling incredible and contributing on a really healthy level.
I absolutely love it. I was like, I just love the fact that I can go to a salon and have all natural products, have kombucha. She brought out even raw snacks or raw sweets, you know what I mean? I was like, wow, how awesome is this? I really, really love that. One thing that you tapped on there is that I want to like explain to the audience is there's a lot of great business people out there with phenomenal ideas, and the Qigong empowers you to believe in you. So you can take those ideas and actually feel like I can get this done. But the amazing thing about it is it's not like you feel like you have to push yourself to get it done. You just feel empowered and you feel flow. It's a balance between this masculine and feminine energy, and also the coaching work that we do over the 8 weeks helps with the practicality and some of the ideas. Like we focus, one of the weeks we focus on, over the 8 weeks we focus on productivity, but it's a different productivity to manage your time, get structured, get organized. We do some of those hacks as well, but there's plenty of those out there. To be in true flow or productivity is when you're in line with your business mission and your core, and you know what it is that you're here to do, and you're so clear on that. So an hour meeting when you're trying to get your message across to people that you're working with happens in 5 minutes. People get the energy, they get your passion, so things get done a lot faster. And there's all these interesting universal things that it's hard to explain to people who haven't done the practice. But all these other elements start aligning. People start manifesting amazing things in line with this purpose. So I just wanted to throw that in there because it's hard to explain something when you haven't actually experienced it. But once you've experienced it, you can totally get that.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk a little bit more on that?
Well, I guess for me, I mean, I'm a big believer in the laws of attraction. I've read all of those books, and you know, it all makes sense. And when you're a practical thinker and a business mind, you nail it. You know, you can do all those things, but until you actually let go of some of those beliefs in a sense and actually create your own flow, which is not even your own because it's just flow, it's just it is what it is. You're experiencing the experience as you go, as opposed to just reading a book and trying to nail all of those things out of it, or being coached in a different way. This is incorporating practice and coaching, which you then can build your own thing from.
And that's
really
one
cool.
thing that's phenomenal, you know, because I've worked with Annalisa for some time now, but now when I catch up, she's really in her own flow. It's inspiring. I'm like, wow, you know, she's taken the foundation and she's really made it her own, that is how I coach. That's what I want to bring out. I love what I do because I get to see people's essence and uniqueness come out in whatever it is that they choose to do, whether it's you know, your own passion, or I've got some clients in the corporate world as well, but bringing more of them out is the greatest contribution for everyone, you know, because we're always told like we have to behave a certain way or believe in 3 score and 10, you can't do that, and I just loved how you brought up the law of attraction. I'm like, well, now we're opening the law of attraction. So one thing that with the Qigong practice as well is you know, I kind of have a belief that the law of attraction isn't that effective unless you have a practice behind it. And the one thing an intention. And Qigong works on your mind intention and your energy. So whatever you're focusing on, it just shows up with a lot more ease. And for some people, business people watching that now will be kind of like, oh, I don't know if that's kind of truthful, but again, once you experience it, it happens to every one of my clients. They get into flow, they start manifesting more sales, more better relationships, more joint ventures. There's so much more that can come from it. So it's nice to balance the both side. And also, I've got a lot of phenomenal business people that are striving, they're pushing, they're struggling, they can't break through. I mean, well, they're doing well, but they're tired and their relationships like suck, and they're just, you know, their family life, they're not even being a good partner or anything else like that. The practice can help you be in a space where you can have it all. You feel connected to your heart, so you're more present with your children, you're more present with your partner, and it's amazing. And Annalisa is an amazing role model of that. She's a mum, she's a beautiful wife, she's got her business in line with her passion, and you know, she's got it all, and it's living proof that you can have this balance. You know?
Yeah, you really can. And I think we get stuck, or we limit our belief of how much we can or how much we deserve to have. So when we do sort of unleash that, and I think when Qigong has allowed me to actually be still in my mind, you know. And my husband since has said, oh, you know, when you're with us now, you're actually with us. You're not just always, which, you know, being in business and juggling everything, you just feel busy all the time, and you lose the busyness and just tap into my life is full in a positive way, which is what you teach us, you know, and it just all makes sense, and you just go, oh wow, everything is, you know, my connection with my family, you know, and extended family and friends is so much more, it's easier. It's just organic and natural now, as opposed to feeling like I have to show up and be there, and, you know, you just actually present.
I love it because you get the principles really quickly. It's really, really inspiring, and it's like, wow, you know, because I've been working hard at my business, but in flow, and this progressive flow, that's what I mean by working hard. And it's just so inspiring to see one of the clients fully embrace all these principles. So I'd love to hear your keys to success, because you're in a space now where you're inspiring lots of people, you're showing people what's possible, you're making a great contribution to the planet. So tell us about, you know, your success principles, or your steps to bringing all of this together, you know, because you've got your own, the beauty about it is you start cultivating your own truth, and you've got a message to share. So I'd love to hear what you know.
Well, what I know. There are a lot of things I'm still yet to know, and that's the space that I love swimming in, to be honest. Like, I know what I know, but I love swimming in the space of what I'm yet to discover. But for me, I think what I do know for sure is that consistency is key for me. I know that, you know, if I don't do my practice as regularly as I'd like to, I do automatically sort of lose connection with myself. So consistency with my practice and setting my intentions, and it could be daily or weekly or monthly, whatever it is for a lot of people. When you do get specific with your intentions, for me, it automatically, I've written them down, I've created them already, and then it just flows into it. So consistency is a really big thing. Change is the one constant for me. So allowing myself to grow all the time and not limiting it anymore. So, you know, surrounding myself by like-minded people who are enjoying their life on a business or a spiritual venture, it doesn't matter, because it all aligns to me. So they're two things that are really important to me. So
cool. So consistency, setting attention, and
opening up to change. Change is constant. So losing attachment, I guess, to the outcome is probably the better way to say it. So, you know, I think we always get in our head and say, you know, oh God, this could happen, or I've got to finish this, and, you know, rather than actually having the attachment to what could be, sitting in what you teach about what is possible. What if, you know, what if I fly rather than fall? So constantly sitting in that mindset as opposed to the other.
So there's probably some mums and other business owners out there that are struggling, feel like they've lost the belief, or they've gone through a couple of hiccups in life, and that's really rocked their confidence when they were doing really awesome before. Could you touch a little bit about, or give some value to the audience around being a mum, being a business owner, and bringing it all together, and just some advice for if there's any of the entrepreneurial mums out there or business owners that, you know, what would you tell them if they're in this space right now?
Look, the first thing, you know, I'm always quite positive, and a lot of people go, oh gosh, she just floats through life, and I feel like I do, but it's not easy. I think that's the biggest message to get across to anyone who's trying to juggle everything. Look, it's hard. Opportunity equals hard work. And what you put in is what you're going to get out. So if you've already got your limited beliefs and you're only putting in 50%, you're only going to get 50% back, whether it's relationship, work, anything else. So it's really important to lose the judgment on yourself first and foremost. So learn to actually spend a little time on yourself, because I used to really struggle with that. I can't do the gym, I can't do yoga until my kid is in school, and then when he's in school, you know, there's never going to be enough time. We are the creators of our own time. So as a mum, just really open yourself up to learning to actually take care of yourself first again, and then when you do finally do that, you can give so much more. I mean, it's in every, when you go on a plane, you know, you've got to put your mask on first before you put it on your baby, and all those sorts of things. And of course you do, you know, like it just makes sense. And losing that guilt around it, because you are worthy and you are deserving of being the best person that you can be.
So would you be willing to let go of a judgment that you place on yourself every single day, And yeah, would you be willing to be open to whatever else is possible, a new possibility, you know? So that's phenomenal. This reminds me of a saying that one of my masters said in China. He said that first, before we can fill someone else's cup, we need to have a bucket ourselves, you know what I mean? So we need to really be giving from a place of abundance and coming from a place of abundance first, because we can get in this, giving is a beautiful thing, you know, like create a 7-day challenge and just to give so much free quality like that so people can get a taste of it. Yeah, it's awesome, but I feel like I'm coming from a place of like abundance, you know, and it's a really awesome thing to be able to top that up. So tell us about when things get difficult or challenging, because you know we've been working together for a while, and it's without doubt, and there's been change. You sold the one business, you're in this new business now, and obviously there's always a challenge that comes up. And one thing that's just came through now is the character for crisis in Chinese also doubles as a meaning for opportunity. So life is just about a perspective, really. So that just came through. So I just thought I'd share that. But let us know what, you know, how you get over the challenging moments, how you keep showing up and keep going, keep contributing. You could share some tips on that for the audience. That'd be awesome.
So I think, look, and again, it's taken a long time to get to this stage, and I can't wait to the next as well. But for me, when I am going through difficult times, and look, life is always going to life. We're always going to, it's the Tao cycle, like you tell us, is, you know, what goes up, and it's just there's always going to be effective and ineffective patterns in our life that we need to process. But when I go through those difficult times now, I just sit with it and allow space for it and experience it, as opposed to try and put, you know,
judgments or
labels. Exactly. So I just sort of experience it and just sort of sit with it for a little bit. I don't let it experience out for like a month. It is what it is, and just go through it and go, what is this? Where does it come from? And what else is possible? You know, lose the attachment to that outcome of, you know, everything's crap or whatever. It's just a moment.
Definitely.
And like I say to my little guy, if you're in your darkest hour, know that it's only 60 minutes.
Yeah, definitely.
And he's only 5, so I'm teaching him this now. But I think, you know, if only we could all learn these things from a young age, and that's what I'm excited about.
Would you be willing to tell him that it's only 10 seconds or only a moment?
It's only a moment.
Yeah, absolutely awesome. One thing is judgment blocks the magic or the possibility. So, and actually judgment can't exist where there's gratitude. Those two can't coexist. So if your gratitude is high, which is one thing, I mean, a lot of people teach us, but it's one fundamental thing we do in the Daily Success Blueprint that we do in the 8-week challenge. We really tap into gratitude. It's really important, you know. And the thing is, if you're just doing it from a coaching per se, rather than getting the energy of it, it's not as empowering, impactful, and everything that we want to do in the 8-week challenge or what we do in life, we want it to be completely aligned, so it feels like that gratitude is the fullness of our being. So just gratitude can't exist with judgment. So if you're in judgment, shift to what you're grateful for, and that will change everything. So tell us, and Lisa, a little bit about your goals and where you'd love to go this year, because you're an inspiring woman, you've kicked butt, you inspire me with what you do, you know, and it's I love that you've had the courage and the willingness to show up and contribute, also get coaching whenever you need it, and keep growing and keep expanding. So tell us what's the goals for Bear Movement moving forward?
So this year, look, Bear Movement is actually only 10 months old, which is pretty incredible. And in 10 months, I've created 30 products. This year alone, my goal, I've got 13 new products in development right now, which is really exciting. And they could take, anywhere between 1 month to 6 or 12 months before we get them perfect and launched. As well as that, my goal for Bear Movement Hair Studio is to make it 100% sustainable by the end of this year, and we're almost there. We're getting there with that. Nice. Aligning with affiliate programs and humanitarian work. So I'm hoping to travel a little bit this year and really connect with people who I feel align with my business from an environmental, animal welfare perspective as well. And look, you know, I would love to change so many different things in the world, but if I can just concentrate on what I know really, really well, which is my industry, and not try and go too far beyond that and master certain things, then that's where I want to go. So this year there's some huge things. I've just secured a domain for a baby range, which is really exciting. So Bear Baby will be coming. It may be 6 months away, but that's really exciting.
Yeah,
and,
how cool is that?
Yeah, it's really cool. So there's a lot of stuff in the pipeline. I won't share a few of the other bear secrets just now, but there's some really big things happening, and I can't wait to spread it. I've got some incredible opportunities in America, so the US market could be an avenue that I'll be exploring in the next probably 6 months. And possibly China and Singapore. So
love it, absolutely love it. So yeah, you're hearing it live from Annalisa. Where can we follow you, Annalisa? So if we want to follow your work, where can we go? Instagram, Facebook?
Yep. So I'm on Instagram, bear_movement, and it's BARE, not BEAR. So Bear Movement. I'm on Facebook, Bear Movement, as well as www.bearmovement.com. Is my site, and you can buy the products online as well. So we're just in the process of marketing actually for our refills and stuff. So anyone that has got shampoo bottles that, you know, they don't want to throw out and put back into the environment, you can send them to me and I will fill them with the Bear Movement product. It doesn't matter what they are, which is really cool. And then so I'm doing things like that as well, because I just think, you know, what's the point in making them buy more bottles, which all of my bottles are recyclable, but it's just contribution, you know, eliminating their footprint. Yeah.
Absolutely awesome. Thank you so much, Annalisa, for your time today. Yeah, it's really, really good. I'm inspired by your journey, what you keep on creating, and just the person that you are. You're an inspiration to the mums, the families, and absolutely what is possible by being aligned, mind, body, and soul, and going for your dreams, you know, and how that can make a huge contribution. So thank you so much for
being a part of this. I think with your constant persistence in believing in us as well is what allows us to be open to more possibilities. So
equal gratitude. Yeah, so coming live from the Bear Movement. Yeah, I'm super excited, and if there's one thing that you'd like to leave the audience with, what would it be, Annalisa? One message.
Look, I'm a big believer that anything is possible, so sit in that.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Cool, and I'm going to say follow your heart, follow your passion, and know it's possible as well. And amazing things can happen. They happen all the time with my clients, and I just love that work. I'm really inspired to open people's potential. I live for it, I love it, and then I was so excited coming here. So
do the 8-week course.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome. If you're interested in the 8-week course, below you can get a free clarity session if you're absolutely really keen, you know. So if you really want to transform your life, take your game to the next level, you feel like you've got a few sticking points and you'd like to overcome that, but you're really committed to a journey that can align you both spiritually and practically align with what your business is, pop it in below. We'll have a quick 15-minute chat. We'll set up a time to do a clarity call with you, and just that alone can transform your life. And if you're ready, you can join a bigger journey. Yeah, so thank you so much. Awesome.
Thank you.